I'm so tired. Welcome back everyone to another episode of I draw Mario characters as Pokemon. No one has ever done this before, ever. This is the most original idea ever. This time we're doing villains, because what is Mario without his villains? He's a lot still, but we do love Mario villains, and yeah, so like let's just get into it. So to start off, I actually went with not very, but kind of a little bit of obscure character. It's not really obscure because he's in a lot of games nowadays. For some reason, Nintendo is sort of reviving him. But Ninja is a very cute little ninja guy. He has ears. Maybe he's like a rabbit thing. I don't really know what Ninja is, but I do love him, and I think he's very cute. And I thought it would be very fun to make him into a Pokemon. So that's what I did here. You may notice that the colors are not, the same as Ninja, his default normal version, but it will make sense once we get to his evolution. It's a very simple little cute design. I mean, there's many Pokemon that are just small, cute, round characters like this, so I think it fits. And yeah, I think for Ninja it fits even better because he's, a little round ninja guy who first appeared in Super Mario Bros. 2. So here's the Ninja Pokemon. I don't really have a name for him, but if you look at him and you come up with a name for him, thanks. Please let me know. So for Ninja's evolution, I actually did Nabbit. Nabbit is, the quote-unquote bad guy of some of the new Super Mario Bros. Games, but even though he's maybe kind of a bad guy and he wears Bowser Jr.'s mask thing, he kind of ended up just kind of being part of the good guys, kind of. I mean, I remember seeing something saying that he is just like a spy. He's a spy for maybe Bowser or for someone. I don't know who it could be, but yeah, that's who Nabbit is. I guess he's a spy who's infiltrated into the Mario characters. Kinda think it's funny to think that maybe he's just a guy that appeared and everyone in the Mario friend group is just too nice to tell him to leave because he's super weird, and they're too nice to be like, who are you? Why are you hanging out with us? So they just let him stay, even though he's probably a known criminal with many tax evasions in his name. Probably, I don't know. I mean, he steals a lot of stuff. His name is Nabbit, so he probably nabs a lot of things. So yeah, I kind of wanted him to be the evolution for the Ninja Pokemon, because they're both kind of bunny characters, so I thought it would maybe fit a little bit. So the mask that the Ninja Pokemon that I made wore on his eyes is now the mask that he wears on his mouth, like Nabbit does. Instead of having Nabbit carry the big sack, the big Santa Claus sack that he uses in the game, instead of that he has baggy pants, so it's kind of like his pants are made out of the bags. The mask is also very, I guess, a lot longer, if you I guess that's one way to put it, but it's a lot. It has this flowing little things in the back there, and I wanted to have the ears be super long just because I thought that would look cool. Just to make him a little bit more unique. I guess Nabbit doesn't really have such long ears, but I just wanted it to be a little bit different, but I wanted the eyes to be similar to the ones that he has in the games, but this time he has an angry expression, because if you look at Nabbit in the game, he has just dead eyes. He looks like a fish. He's just kind of scary. Like he doesn't have a single thought in his mind. It's kind of funny. I love Nabbit. I really like that he appears in a lot of games. So yeah, I think that's it. This is the Nabbit Pokemon. I like him. I think he's cute. I hope you like him as well. And if you think of a name for him, I will be very happy. Thank you. And this is one that I did off screen, but this is the Bowser Jr. Pokemon, and I think you may know where this is going. He's a little turtle guy, he's a little rascal. Instead of having hair, he has like fire spraying out of his head, so I think that's pretty cute. Yeah, I think he fits the style, and I think he's cute, so yeah, hope you like him. So yeah, of course, after Bowser Jr., we had to do Bowser, and I struggled a lot to come up with an idea, with like an original idea to have Bowser as a Pokemon, because I had no idea what to do, man. I just like kind of started winging it. Like, what do I do? Let's just take Bowser's proportions and, his face and all the features that make him Bowser, and let's exaggerate a little bit. Let's make it more goofy and more cartoony to fit the Pokemon style. And that's kind of what I did. I wanted him to have a gimmick too. Like, he has very long spikes and a weird like mouth and face that kind of floats there, and his like his face because he has like, instead of hair, he has a bunch of fire that also makes up his horns. Like, yeah, he has like fire horns. I don't think I've ever seen fire horns in any creature, in any fictional creature ever. So maybe I'm breaking ground here, or maybe not, but probably not. But I think it looks cool, and I think it fits him to have a very big fiery hair and like a beard. Never wonder what Bowser would look like with a beard. That kind of fits. I think that would fit. That would look kind of cool. Bowser with a beard. Bowser with a beard. I think we could give Bowser the Kratos, the Kratos treatment. He just gets old and gets a beard, and his son gets old too. Man, I really wish that we would get like a Mario future game, like a game that takes place in the future of the characters, like have the characters aged up, Mario being older and maybe having a kid with Princess Peach, you know, something like that. I think it would look very cool with a pretty cool concept like Super Mario fucking Generations or something. Probably not Generations, but you know, I really love the characters. I really wish they would go forward. I mean, I like that they don't go forward, that they don't age or anything like that, because we still keep getting games and, you know, they're being there and being their youthful, nice selves. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe not like a spin-off to have Mario, Peach get married, grow old together. Not very old, just like a bit older to have like kids and stuff like that. And Luigi and Daisy too, and maybe, I don't know, Rosalina and Pauline. That's a popular ship, right? People like that one. I like that one too, it's pretty cool. But yeah, that's a weird tangent that I just went to. I think the little Bowser, not little, he's pretty big. The big Bowser Pokemon that I'm doing here, I think it turned out pretty cool. The shapes looks very satisfying. The only thing that I kind of didn't like how it turned out is the thumbs on his hands. It's a bit weird, but don't look at that. But other than that, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, I guess it does resemble his original design a lot. I don't know. That's okay. That doesn't have to be a bad thing. It still changes enough that, you know, he's, you know, a new thing. He's a Pokemon now, Bowser Pokemon. He has fire on the tip of his tail, which is something that we've never seen in any Pokemon. Never. Such an original concept. I know. I'm just kidding, but you know, I think it adds to it. Maybe his tail is a bit skinner in this version than, you know, in his original version, but I think Bowser having a longer tail would look kind of cool. He has a longer tail in the movie. The movie design, his tail is a bit longer than it is in the games, because in the games it's pretty short. That's also a weird tangent to go on. I don't know, I have many opinions in the Mario franchise. It's my favorite franchise of all time. I'm always thinking about it in any time of the day, in anything that I'm doing, I'm just thinking about the Mario franchise and random ass things like this. I don't know, man. And Bowser, I don't know, I think Bowser's awesome. I love Bowser. For me, he's the best villain ever. Right up there with, like, you know, Darth Vader, the Joker, you know. There's Bowser as well. I think people would agree with that. Bowser is cool. People like Bowser. So here's Bowser. Here's a Bowser Pokemon without a name. Again, if you think of a name, please let me know. I'm gonna love to hear it. And yeah, this one took a while, so I really hope you like it. So this next one I actually did off screen. This is a piranha plant Pokemon. He's like a trap, like a piranha trap, like those plants that pretend to be something else to lure prey. So he's that, but he's a pipe. He can hide in his pipe and then come out for prey. So for his evolution, I actually went with Pide Piranha. You know, Pide Piranha, he's a very big, like, prominent figure in the Mario franchise. Maybe you don't know who he is, but I think you probably do if you're watching this video. I actually struggled with a bunch of ideas, like different ideas that I had for him. At first, I wanted him to have like 4 legs, to be a quadrupedal? Is that how you say that word? But I didn't scratch that, and I just went with, like, he's now a big T-Rex. He's a big dinosaur with, like, with flower features. Maybe he's a big flower dinosaur, which I think is very fitting for Pide Piranha. I mean, Pide is a very goofy character, and I love him. Of course, I love all the Mario characters, most of them at least. He's a very goofy character, but he actually is kind of scary in a few, like, versions of him. If you've ever played Super Smash Bros. Brown, the Subspace Emissary version of Pide, he's so... I don't know, look at his, like, he has like a very realistic looking mouth and that's horrifying. He's like, I believe he's the first boss of the campaign, and he's very cool. He actually ended up becoming the final smash for Piranha Plant in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which is a reference to this, dude, to Subspace Emissary, which was, I thought it was something that was completely forgotten from the perspective of the developers. Like, they just let that to rot, even though it was the best thing to ever happen to the Smash Bros. Franchise, because I love it. I love that so much. So yeah, it made me very happy to see that in Smash Ultimate. Yeah, that's very cool. Pete Piranha deserves more love. He's a very goofy guy. I mean, he's in Mario Kart, but that's kind of weird because I don't think he really fits there because he's too big. I mean, I know the too big argument never ended well when we were talking about Nintendo characters. Ridley was too big for Smash, but then they just put him in Smash anyway, which was awesome, of course. I love that. But I don't know, Pete just looks very small on a kart, in Mario Kart. But I guess I should be happy that he's there, he's getting more love, and that's what he deserves. He's a big softie. I don't really know when was the first appearance of Pete. I think it was Super Mario Sunshine, maybe? I think it was Sunshine. He was a boss when he vomited on you, which was very gross. It was very weird. That's maybe his first appearance. I'm not sure. And he has a bunch of weird, like, run-on appearance throughout the franchise. Like, there's this one game that it's one of my favorite games of all time, which is Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. So for some reason, there's this one section in the game where they're like in a Coliseum that the alien bad guys made. This game is so good. But they're like in a Coliseum and Mario and Luigi have to fight in the Coliseum. And for some reason, the boss that you fight there is Pete Piranha. Like, why do the aliens have Pete Piranha? Did they capture him? Is he being held captive by the aliens? What is happening to my boys? but yes, you have to free him. It's weird. Pete just kind of appears whenever he wants. It might be in a Yoshi's Island game. I don't think, no, don't quote me on that. I think that's actually wrong. But I just have some sort of memory of him being in a Yoshi's Island game for some reason. I don't know. He's all around the franchise, and I love him. I love him so much. At first, I wanted him to be like a fire grass type, to make the petals around his face like fire. But I know I just scrapped that idea. He looks cool as he is like a big dinosaur plant. So yeah, here's Pete Piranha. He's the Pokemon Pete Piranha, and he actually looks pretty cool. I actually like him a lot. So, and I hope you like him too. If you have a name for him, let me know in the comments. And yeah, let's go to the next one. So the next one is the last one that we're doing today, and yeah, it's gonna be Dry Bowser. I know I already did Bowser, and maybe, I don't know, some people might expect the Dry Bowser Pokemon to be somehow related to the regular Bowser Pokemon, but I don't know, I wanted to do something different. I wanted him to stand out a little bit, to be his own thing, even though he isn't. He's just Bowser skeleton, kinda. It's kind of weird, but I love Dry Bowser. He's such a cool concept. It's kind of weird how in the games he's Bowser, but then his skin melts, I guess, when he falls into lava, which is kind of horrifying, and then he becomes Dry Bowser. But I don't know, it just goes to show how fucking powerful Bowser is. He's just awesome. Like, his skin melts and he just becomes a skeleton guy, which is kind of crazy. Even if I don't know if you guys have watched like the Death Battle videos. One of the last ones they did was for Bowser versus Eggman, and one of the winning factors for Bowser was that, you know, he melted, but then his skeleton took over, so he won as Dry Bowser, which was awesome. I love Bowser. He's one of the best villains ever, one of the best villains in pop culture and media and fiction. I love him. He's the best. And Dry Bowser is just Bowser, but cooler. It's kind of weird to say it like that. He's just awesome. He's just one of the best like creations in the Mario franchise for me. And I don't know if we're ever gonna see him again in a mainline game, because I mean, they created him for, you know, New Super Mario Bros. DS, I believe. I think that might have been his first appearance ever. And yeah, I don't know if they're gonna come back with him, because it's a kind of a weird concept to have Bowser's skin melt and him become a skeleton. It's so weird. But it would be very cool for him to come back in a in the later game. I don't think they would do it, but it would be cool. And then after he just appeared one day in those games, he just he just appeared in Mario Kart, and now he's a mainstay of the Mario Kart franchise because he's one of the best characters, at least in like looking, like in his design, and that's. I mean, that's in the franchise at large. Bowser, Dry Bowser is very cool. People just love how he looks, and I do too. I love Dry Bowser. He's so cool. But yeah, I think it's not gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen. We're gonna have a Dry Bowser in the future game. Maybe we will, you know, maybe like a secret thing. Maybe not the same way that we had in in the original version of him. But yeah, I'm curious to how they would pull that off. Imagine having him in the movie, in the second Mario movie. I think that would be actually pretty awesome. Like the final boss is, you know, Bowser has been defeated, you know, but then he comes back as a skeleton, even stronger than before. Like, how cool would that be? That would be pretty awesome. And I have really high hopes for the rest of the Mario cinematic universe because I love the first movie so much. But I do want them to have a higher focus on the story and, you know, have a better pacing, because I guess those are the biggest critiques of the movie. Even though I love it, I can acknowledge that it has some flaws, but I still think it's like awesome. It's the best video game adaptation. And yeah, I love Dry Bowser. he has like a flame on his chest there. It's supposed to be like his heart and the origin of all the flame in his body. That's it, you know. And yeah, here he is. I hope you like him. I hope you love him. Yeah, name, please name. Please give you a name. And with that, we end another episode, another batch of Mario Pokemon completed. And yeah, we're getting closer to the full Pokédex. I'm doing some off camera, and I'm not gonna do every Pokemon in this videos, but I'll be done when I'm done. And I hope you will be there to watch it. So yeah, thanks for watching, and subscribe. Yeah.